Hey guys, welcome back, crypto media friends, to the show where we talk about NFTs in the metaverse, and from the point of view of a creator, more or less, and a collector, and things that we want to diamond hand through this process and hodl for gains, value, and street cred. No, I'm kidding. You're not on the street; you're in the metaverse, and so. I wanted to give you guys a quick one today because it's freaking late and I've been working hard. But I do want to show you guys mint by contract, something that I promised I would show. And I came across a project that is everyone's talking about today. It's gonna be so huge when sort of you get this cycle of like influencers in our space talk about it. Then they get to other sort of general finance influencers, and then sort of the general, and then even more general influencers. So there's like a 2-3 day cycle where a project is going to completely moon, and this is going to be one of them. And so, but in it, I'll show you one of the only ways to get in on it is to mint by contract. Well, I think the optimum way of getting in on it is mint by contract. So let's take a look at the DotDotDots. It's a interesting looking project. I think the art's cool. Am I like, ooh, that was interesting. I like these little quirks that come with a video. So, the art's cool. Backgrounds, really enhance, I think, the graphic nature of the pieces. They're very bold, sort of the all black in front, very heavy graphic, and they've spread the traits around quite well, so you don't get anything too heavy on one side. I was like looking at the cells, recent cells, to know what's going on with the actual marketplace. But you can see everybody's buying at about 1. Everybody bought at about 1 today, 1.2. I think went as high as 1.8, what have you. But everyone's buying around 1. And they're trying to do this. They're trying to put it in at 27, put it in at 9, put it in, maybe somebody just wants to make half an ETH, 1.44 ETH. And so, that's pretty cool. And so, this is the thing about this project is it's a very cool graphic nature. It doesn't have too many super rarities that are listed. I'm sure you'll be able to dig in there and find some. There probably is. But I think the play here is just what you think looks cool. And so, it's interestingly tied to the price of Ethereum, and this is the very cool nature of this thing is, she's pretty cool. Like you can tell, just the traits are, okay, the ribs are 2%. That's quite good. But is it 9 ETH good? I don't know. You have to look at the aesthetics and see if it's something awesome to you. CoinGecko actually has a better breakdown these days of how the price action is going, because you can look at how it's going on. This is the CoinGecko version of like, oh yeah, this is how it is through the day. And so you're like, oh, okay. So it went up 1.1, 1.4 ETH, and then it's kind of settled down through the day. And so obviously somebody hyped it up yesterday, and everyone was buying the floor, and then sort of taking from the floor and saying, oh, this actually looks pretty cool, or this has a cool trade of like 2%. I'm going to sell that for 9, or I'm going to price it at 9. They're eventually going to bring it down, or you're going to make an offer for it, and they're going to take it at 5. And so, but versus the OpenSeas chart of just like, I don't know where it went to, but in the last 2 days it's gone up, kind of done one of these deals. So a bit more accurate price information on CoinGecko these days, which is doing a great job of trying to get into the space and reports in the space in a more coin-esque kind of way. A bit of a sort of a finance kind of way. 4360 dots for the initial mint. There's going to be a cap of 10,000, but it's based on the price of ETH. And so as ETH makes new high, it's going to release more coins. I don't know how many. I don't know at what rate, but I know that they're going to be 0.05, and you can max 5 per transaction. So the only way to do that, though, is buy directly from contract. There is no website. Websites are not great, as we found out from my escapades with the Vogu mint, the Degens, every mint, honestly. Like, I don't love the interface of the websites, and so this is the way around it. And so what we're going to do is we're going to go to the the actual OpenSeas page. This is a great way to sort of find this particular one. If you don't find it in the Discord or Telegram even maybe, you essentially go here and you find the contract. So right there under the details, the contract address, you can click on the contract address and it's going to take you to Etherscan. Etherscan is not easy to look at. There's a lot of information here. So it's just kind of guide through the main points. You want to get to the contract, and you want that contract to have the little green check, okay? Because that's going to help verify that it is indeed verified for the ... Read very carefully. There's a lot of scams here, guys. Again, I'm just going over this stuff so that it can give you a visual idea. There's other guides here on the internet. I'm like right here. Here's other guides. No, on the internet to like that are a bit more technical, that are going to give you a bit more in-depth information. Do your own due diligence on this process, because there's a lot of scams out there, and this is why sometimes, definitely early on, I'm very apprehensive about doing it this way. So you get to the contract, make sure the check is there. Great. I like to go to the read contract because then I can verify the information that I had been reported. So it is 4360 max supply. That's how many are out there right now, and I can get one for, what's the price? 5 bajillion Gwei, which is 0.05 Ethereum. And so this is how the Ethereum is going to go through the roof, because it has this like a Satoshi is like smaller units of the big unit, and there's just so many small units available. Okay, so we're going to go and put the mint price. We're going to put the mint price in there, 0.05, because we just saw what it was, and then we're going to put the number we want. And so I'm just going to put 1 for now, and I got to go back up and I have to connect my MetaMask. And so there's other guides for setting that up. I hope you guys have that squared away. Most of you do. You guys are experts by now. I have like no money in this one, but I wanted to show you the gas prices I got. There must be a drop happening at 10 o'clock at night West Coast, probably in Asia as they're waking up. But yeah, this is what we mean by gas wars, guys. You guys have probably seen it. This is a bit extreme, but commonly extreme. So I called for the 7's NFT release. It's going to be on the 7th. It's going to be 10,000. You're going to see 5-digit gas prices. If you can catch it like this and just kind of watch it, you'll be able to catch it, because there's just going to be such high demand for this project. And so you have other projects trying to push away from that date, from the 7th date, I tell you, because you don't want to be anywhere near this thing, because it's going to be a monster. Now, in the sort of the gas wars thing, you use MetaMask to sort of enact it. You would push confirm, and then this is where the wars come in. Let's say you got it at $600, and you're like, okay, $600 for one, and I know I can sell it on the floor if I needed to, at 1 ETH. Done. Okay. So you like confirm, but then the transaction's pending. It's pending. You're like, oh, geez, I'm gonna miss out on this mint. So you start pushing speed up, and when you push speed up, you're offered, oh, do you want to speed up for $2,000? Do you want to speed up for $3,000? And as it gets more and more competitive, that number will increase. And as you click on it, then it sort of raises the bid, if you will. It's an auction style to try and get in front of the queue, so the person with the biggest pockets will win this. And so, if you have somebody who's, say, like, look, we want to do, instead of 1, we want to do mint 10. So I put down in the bottom there 10. And that increases the mint price to 0.5, so half an ETH. So I do the math myself, and I put it in there. When you go to transact, you see it's about $8,000. Now, in this project, this is why sort of everyone is very critical of whales and what have you. In this project, if you walked away with 10 of these, okay, at an average price of $800, and you knew the floor was 1 ETH, is it worth it? You could sell it for $3,700. Heck yeah, it's worth it. So that's why the gas prices are about to get really insane. and crazy. Hopefully by minting by contract, you can maybe beat just a little bit of delayed reaction from other people who are minting from the website, and just a couple of slight seconds to maybe get that contract done. Because if it's a 15-second thing, your transaction could ostensibly win out in the 15 seconds that it takes the website to enact, because it's just getting overloaded. So quick video today. Like, subscribe if this has helped you guys. Thank you very much. I try and do this in a timely manner, and I do these live, so this information gets to you in time, so that you can put a bell for the ETH price, and as it goes up, bing, you might be able to snipe at 0.05 this project, because you know how to mint from contract now. You know how to see when this thing is going to increase its max number. So, man, if you get one, please leave a comment. I'd be super excited for you. Thanks, guys.